What is going on, everyone? My name is Under the Radar, and welcome to the final game of the PPL in PPL D1 Season 3. This season hasn't been exactly what I thought it would be, or hasn't been all I hoped it would be. However, I'm really sad to see the season come to an end because the PPL is like, it's my life. I love the PPL, and I love the people in it. It's perfect. I love the PPL. But this week, for the final week, we were facing off against Alex, Onesie Bayonet, good old buddy of mine, and the AS Monferno FC. Now, Alex brought a team that I wasn't really expecting at all. Like, I don't see the Whimsicott, I don't see the Mega Sableye, I don't see a lot of things that I thought I would see, and that's a little depressing for me, honestly. Like, I would rather not, but what can you do? It is what it is. But if you missed the team that I'm bringing, go back to the team builder. It will be on my channel. I always say I'm going to leave it in the link down below. However, I never do. So I'm going to try to remember to. If I don't, I don't. I'm sorry. I suck. But go back and watch the team builder. It'll give you a good feel as to what is going on in the game and all that sort of fun stuff. But looking at the team that he brought, I realized that Garchomp was probably just my best lead overall because depending on what he led off with, I could either get a Toxic-Off on the Spritzy, I could Dragon Tail out things like the Marowak if you wanted to set up rocks. I could do a whole bunch of stuff like that. I could threaten out a lot of things on his team. And his only real switch into it is his Spritzy, so I figured that'd be my best lead. I had no idea what he would lead off with, to be honest, but let's go ahead and hop into the game. So, the final game, make or break time, boys. He's going to lead off with DeBrune, who is the Toxicroak, which is kind of a weird lead for me because I didn't really know how it was going to play out of that. So, I figured he would switch out, not wanting to take an Earthquake, so I just went for Dragon Tail in case he wanted to go into, say, his Zapdos or anything like that. Get off a little bit more chip damage on it would have been nice. Probably should have I probably should have had rocks on this thing to try to get up rocks. But since this Spritzy is now in, I'm going to go directly into my Azumarill, because if he wants to Toxic me, I have a Lumberry. If he wants to go for a Moonblast, I can take it pretty well. I could even Belly Drum up on this thing and just force him out and get a massive hit off on something, which is probably what I should have done. But as you can see, I just go straight for the knockoff because I realized this thing was going to be super annoying with how fat it was, so I wanted to get rid of its Violate right away. He's going to go for the Moonblast, and this Moonblast is going to do close to nothing. Which, you know, that's pretty cool. But I don't know, it's just weird to me, honestly. I would rather it not have done that, but it is what it is. So, he's going to go for the Trick Room right here. And this is what I was talking about in my team builder. Now I have to try to stall out Trick Room, which is extremely hard for my team to do in general. I'm not well suited to stall out Trick Room with this team, so he's going to go into his Escavalier, which is a massive threat. I said before, I had no switch-ins to it. My best switch into it could potentially only be the Garchomp, which is a little less than ideal. So I am going to go into Garchomp. He's going to go for the knockoff and does a shit ton of damage because he crits me with the knockoff, which kind of sort of sucks. It means that now I'm not going to be able to take an Iron Head. But he's taking Rocky Helmet and Rough Skin, which is really nice, so he's now very weak to where he dies to a flame move or a fire move from anything. And here he's just going to pull a switch back into his Spritzy, which is kind of cool. I'm going to go for the Fire Fang, and as you can see, even without Violate, that still does literally nothing, and that's really depressing. He's going to go for the Wish right here, and this thing is just already being a pain in the ass. I hate this thing. But I'm going to Toxic it, force him to Aromatherapy, heal, but I'll reveal the rest of his moveset. Because right now I know he has Wish, I'm sorry, I've seen his entire moveset, so he doesn't have Aromatherapy. He has Wish, Trick Room, Toxic, and Moonblast. So I'm going to go for the Stone Edge right here, try to get a little bit of damage off on this thing, and it doesn't get damage off, which just sucks. And he's going to get up another Trick Room, so I have to try to stall a Trick Room yet again. Realistically, I could not have stopped him from getting up that Trick Room, which is, again, sort of upsetting. I have no way of stopping him from doing it. Here he's going to go for the Moonblast, and it is what it is. I had to let Garchomp go down because there's really nothing else I wanted to switch into it to take the hit. I could have gone into my Reuniclus since his Kyurem isn't here. It would have been fine, but instead I'm going to go into my Electros, which, by the way, all these names are after something from Les Mis. And Les Mis is one of the few things that Alex and I bonded over with whenever I first joined the PPL. So just cool little nicknames honoring our friendship. And I get to kill the Spritzy with Thunderbolt. That's awesome. That makes me real happy because now I don't have to worry about this thing. Oh my god. finally. Probably let it go down because it was his main check to his thingy thing. I can live a Mega Horn. I can live one, but he misses. So that's awesome for me. And I get to just kill this thing with a Mega Horn. And Electros coming out with 2 big kills right in a row, which is always nice. But now, what really sucks is the fact that I'm stuck in a position where I have my Electros in and I need to save this thing's health because a +2 Sucker Punch, I want to be able to live it. He's going to, or a +2 Drain Punch, either one. He's going to go into a Zapdos. Now, this thing cannot touch my Reuniclus at all. He has sub. Why? I'm not really sure. Honestly, I'm not really sure what the sub was there for. If you want to know what the sub was for, you might want to go over to Alex's channel and find out from him. But he's going to go for the Thunderbolt, and as you can see, this is going to do quite literally nothing. However, he is offensive, judging by that damage. At least so I thought. And I'm going to go for the Psychic, and this is easily going to break the sub. No matter what, it's going to break the sub. That makes me happy. So, this thing isn't going to be able to sit behind a sub the entire game and just wall me indefinitely. That's always a plus. I had to make sure I had my lights on. So, he's going to go for the Thunderbolt, again, not doing a whole lot. I'm going to go for the Shadow Ball. I expected him to go into his Victini right there, since I went for Psychic last time and it broke the sub. I figured he would want to save this thing's health, but he's just going to keep firing off Thunderbolts, which sucks for me. He's going to go for a 3rd Thunderbolt, and this time he's going to get the crit and the para. So that sucks. I'm going to go for the Psychic right here. I'm going to get off a good amount of damage, and I'm going to kill him with the next Psychic. I can live one more Thunderbolt, hopefully. It's a roll, honestly, but I need to keep this thing healthy, so I'm going to switch out right here, which is pretty depressing. That I could have killed this thing if he hadn't gotten the crit. And I'm going to have to sack off my Togetic, because I have nothing else that I'm able to sack off at this point. I could sack off things like the Azumarill, but I want to save it around for Aqua Jet on the thingy thing of things. The thingy thing, the V thing, the Victini thingy. So right here is going to go for the Hidden Power Ice. I just figured I was losing this thing, so I just clicked a move, and it doesn't kill me, and I just get a free, I get a nasty plot up, which, I mean, whatever. It didn't really matter that much in the long run. It gives him an extra turn of leftovers, I guess, which is less than ideal. But he is going to kill Togetic right here, and that's depressing. This thing had a lot of promise going into this game, but it is what it is. So he's going to get another free turn of leftovers, as I said. I'm going to go into my Rhydon, because right now I'm tired of this shit. I want to set up a Rock Polish, I want to threaten him out, and I want to destroy his face with this thing. But so right here, he's going to go into his Marowak. I can live an Adamant Thick Club Earthquake. Keep that in mind no matter what. I can live it. Go for the Rock Polish, outspeed his entire team now, aside from Choice Scarf Victini. I go for the Earthquake, and right now I guess the hacks pay me back a little bit because I get a crit. I don't know how much it mattered because 2 Earthquakes would have killed him anyway, and it just would have... It didn't really do anything. It just was a useless crit. So I'm going to kill him with the 2nd Earthquake right here, and what really sucks is the fact that now he gets a free switch into his Toxicroak, and his Toxicroak was able to just Sucker Punch me. I could have played mind games with Rock Polish, however, if he had gone for Drain Punch or Swords Dance up in my face, it didn't matter anyway, and I didn't want to give him a free opportunity to Swords Dance, so I had to just attack right there. At least that's what I thought what the best play was. Overall, might not have been. Now right here, I switch out. Fully expected him to go for Sucker Punch right here, and I go into my Electros, and he Swords Dances in my face, and that is game. That is how I lose, because Alex made the most ballsy prediction of the entire world right in my face. He's done it for the Cross Chop and Miss, which is pretty cool. I'm going to go for the Flamethrower right here, and this is going to do a shit ton of damage to it, but he's max HP, because he's a Trick Room team. Like, what else do you expect? But he's going to go for the Cross Chop here, and he's going to hit this one and kill me. And I'm a little upset because that play was just so good. I had no control over it. Like, he just Swords Danced in my face. Like, he won because he made a good play. However, he switches out, so I still have a chance now, which is kind of weird. Except I get paralyzed. I click Shadow Ball right there. Not that it really matters. I would have done about 40% of this thing. But he's going to go for the Psychic. It's going to do close to nothing. And he gets the Spadef drop too. So now his Shadow Balls are going to be doing a shit ton of damage to me. So these past couple turns just kind of sort of killed me, realistically. And he's not Choice Scarf Victini, so if I had my Rock Polish Rhydon still. So that Swords Dance prediction where he just took out my Electros really killed me. that ruined my chances of winning this game. I'm going to go for another Shadow Ball right here. I'm getting off a lot of damage, but I'm not getting a Spadef drop. He got one on me, though. So it is what it is. He can go for U-turn right here and just get a whole bunch of damage off on me because he's a Victini. Victinis are ow. And he can just go into his Toxic Rogue right here, honestly, if he wanted to, because I'm pretty sure if he has Gunk Shot, it kills me from this range because I'm not Fizz Def. But he goes into his Zapdos instead, which is, it doesn't really matter at this point in time. I lost this game, no matter what. That crit. The Para full Para, the Swords Dance my face, the Spadef drop, and then the Para again really screwed me over. So right now I'm going to go into my Azumarill to sack it off. I want to try to get Regenerator so I can at least bring this game back, or have a chance to, depending on if I can live a Sucker Punch or not. So I'm going to sack off my Azumarill, just trying to get some more Regenerator health back, and I'm going to go back into my Reuniclus, and hope that Reuniclus can 1v3 the rest of his team, which at this range it can't. All he has to do is get off 2 Thunderbolts, and then I die to a Sucker Punch no matter what. And, yep. That Shadow Ball. Sucker Punch can do a min roll of 43%, I think. Now I get the Spadef drop, not that it really matters. So that sucks. But so right here, he's going to go for another Thunderbolt. Now I'm definitely in range of a Sucker Punch, no matter what happens. And yep. So he's going to go for I'm going to go for a Psychic. Kill off the Zapdos, and now he just gets to go into his Toxic Rogue, click Sucker Punch, and kill me. Because I have all attacking moves. I can't play mind games with this thing because I'm Assault Vest. So he's going to go for Sucker Punch, and he is in fact going to take out my Reuniclus, and that is going to be the final game of PPL D1 Season 3. I'm not mad that I lost this game. I lost because Alex made a really ballsy prediction, and it paid off for him. I'm just upset at the way the season went for me in general. It is what it is, you know? It's not that big of a deal, but I'm still upset with the way I played. I'm upset with the team I drafted. I'm upset with a lot of things that I did this season. However, there's always next season. Right now, I do not know the result of Frank and Liam's match. It's not going to be done until, like, next week. Like, Tuesday. And honestly, then, Frank has been super busy this whole season, so I'm not really expecting him to be able to get his match done ASAP, so don't expect an update as to whether or not I'm going to be in the playoff match or not. I'm still in the running for it. I could be in the playoff match if Frank wins. I will definitely let you guys know, and you will see another PPL video, but otherwise, realistically, I could be safe. I could be completely relegated depending on how RTK and Frank's game goes, but that's my season. Ending the season 4-7. That is the worst draft league season I have ever had in my entire career in the draft league. I'm disappointed in myself, but this just gives me a lot of motivation to try even harder for next season and do kick ass next season. So make sure you guys keep an eye out for what's going on. Make sure you guys check out Alex's channel. He's an awesome dude and a really nice person. So all of his links will be in the description down below. I hope you guys have an absolutely fantastic day, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.